So let's go on a little rant about Edward here. Throughout the entire series, let's just not focus on just breaking Dawn.
So, and all these fangirls, they're like, oh my god, I'm in love with Edward. And I don't see why.
He has no personality.
Like, what do you know about him?
Well, you know, he sparkles.
I mean, other than that, yeah. And he's a vampire. I mean, and he's perfect and godlike. I mean, we say anyone's perfect and godlike, but do you know anything about him?
He has no flaws, like, in the series. Like, he's abusive, he's a stalker, he's controlling, but none of those things in the book are even touched on. It's just that he's doing them out of love. Okay, so I just think it's ridiculous. You could stalk. If you stalk someone if it's out of love, then it's okay.
Yeah.
If you control someone out of love, then it's okay. You might as well say, hey, you can rape someone because it's out of love. It's okay. Yeah. That's pretty much the theme it's trying to convey.
In the beginning of Twilight, he watches her sleep. He doesn't even know who she is. He just watches her sleep.
Now, how can you find that romantic? Terry, do you find that romantic?
No, I know. Okay, because you look at it this way. Look at a random guy on the street and think of it this way. He's watching you sleep at night.
He's going to get arrested, and it's not loving. It's just ridiculous.
It's
Some
not
of the stuff
cool.
in this series that is just presented as, hey, it's okay.
No.
In printing, for example. I think in printing is just a cop-out, but setting that aside, when they imprint on kids, like little kids, like with Quill and Claire, that is ridiculous. I don't care if they're, as I said this before, I don't care if their relationship is just brother, sister, parent relationship. They will eventually, like,
have other thoughts in their heads.
They'll eventually have, like, a sexual relationship, okay? Does no one find that creepy? Am I the only one?
No. No.
It's just ridiculous, all the stuff in this series that's just overlooked. And
girls read it and they're like, oh my gosh, my friend thinks it's great, so I'm going to read it. And then they're like, oh, my friend thinks it's great, so I have to like it. And then they just keep on going. It's like a vicious cycle. And they don't really read what's actually going on. Like, they don't pay attention. They just read it. They don't read it. Read it.
Now, it's not a problem with actually liking Twilight. That's not really a problem. But just when you think it's the greatest book ever, when it apparently is not.
And when you have not read any other book, and you're like, oh, they're bashing Twilight. Well, because we've read Twilight, and we've read all the books, and we've read other books, too, that have been awesome, and we're not like, it's not like the only book we've ever read, and it's not like we haven't read it at all.
Because we have read all of them, and we're not just bashing them. We actually
read them, and
we actually thought out what we were going to say in this video.
Yeah.
But,
and we've watched what other people have to say, too, and the people that like Twilight don't have reasons why. They're just like, it's good. That's the only reason they have told.
I know.
Why?
And just some fans are just so irrational about, hating Twilight. They're ridiculous.
I know.
If someone doesn't like Twilight, they're all crazy.
I know.
I'm not saying this about every fan, because I have friends that are fans, and they don't do this to me. And we love them.
Yeah. But I mean, like, we're not calling the fans stupid. We're calling, like, you should think about what you're reading.
We're saying the books are stupid.
The books are stupid, yeah.
They're not, I don't care if you enjoy them. That's okay, but don't say they're like a classic. They're not classic literature. It's not even true literature.
No.
It's just the fluff. I didn't think the book was entertaining, but I guess other people think it was entertaining. Just as long as you can see the flaws in the book, then it's fine. You can still enjoy it. It's not a big deal.
But when you become where you have, like, obsessive with it, that's a problem. That's like, I mean, like we love Harry Potter. We love Harry Potter. I mean, you could tell when the movie's about to come out, we'll be like, oh my god, Harry Potter. But how many shirts do we have? Like, I don't have any Harry Potter shirts.
I think I have maybe two.
Maybe two.
I got one for Christmas.
I have a Harry Potter poster, one.
I don't even have a Harry Potter poster.
Okay.
Now, we don't beat people over the head because they don't like Harry Potter.
If they don't like Harry Potter, we'll go.
And we can admit there's flaws in Harry Potter. It's
There is.
not great literary work, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. But
everyone has an opinion.
Everyone does have an opinion, but
you gotta protect your opinion. You gotta be able to say, this is why.
And what I hate when people say that Twilight, it doesn't matter what kind of messages it has because it's just fantasy. Okay, I guess no one's ever heard of realism around here because it's still conveying these messages.
Okay, let's read a book about suicide. If it's saying, hey, you should go kill yourself, that's
It doesn't matter if it's fantasy, it still has this message to people.
It does. And
I'm not saying it's going to make you commit suicide, but it's going to have you thinking about something. It's just, the argument is so overused, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The story has to be believable, the characters have to be relatable, and Bella's just not relatable because she has no personality. She's just a Mary Sue, self-insert, Vermeer.
I'm sick of her complaining. I feel like all she does is complain. I get sick of it. How anyone could live with that.
It's just ridiculous. The amount of hype this book has is really ridiculous. Yeah. And it's a fad. It's going to fade. No one's going to remember Twilight in the next probably 3-4 years. When the movies are gone, no one's going to remember it because it's just not that great of a work.
That's exactly how it's going to go.
It's not a classic. It's not going to stand the test of time. It's just a horribly written book. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Mara failed. She's a failure. She's a failure at writing.
And until she improves, she's still going to fail at writing.
Yeah, she should.
Until she listens to criticism, then maybe. Who knows when that day will come. Actually.
Well, I mean, maybe, like, we're not saying, like, we hate her personally. We just...
As a writer,
she needs to listen.
She needs to listen to what people are saying about these books.
And some of her comments are so conceited and rude, and some of them are even, like, rude to her fans.
Which I would take great offense to.
I don't know.
I mean, if someone's telling me that I didn't like Breaking Dawn just because I didn't get it, I would be pretty mad.
I don't know. Saying that you sat there and bought all the books and read them and you was a supporter all the time.
And you didn't like Breaking Dawn here because you just didn't get it. You just didn't read it right. Pretty much insulting your intelligence.
Yeah. I don't know how you can stand by and say that's okay. Me too.
I guess that concludes our review.
Yeah.
Just wait, there'll be more Rant videos here soon.
Yeah. We'll get a lot of YouTube comments because a lot of haters.
Hateful people, but
because we have an opinion.
Yeah.
You voice your opinion of love, and we'll voice our opinion of hate.
And I don't care if you want to debate on the comments or whatever. Don't put comments like, oh, you're an idiot, oh, you're blah, blah, blah. Give us reasons why you disagree with us.
We're not going to sit there and say you personally are an idiot. We're saying we don't like the books. You might be the smartest person in the world. We're not going to insult your intelligence.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for now.
Yeah.